Light up.
Here we go.
Let her go. Let her fuck go. Let her go. Let her go.
You want to stop him? You want me to stab him? Huh? That's awesome.
No, bitch, you got fucked up before she put her hands on you. I was trying to act like a lady. Back. Act like you ain't got no fucking sense. Come on, boom, let's go.
They help your girlfriend. Get her out of there.
Let's go. Come on, let's go.
$10,000.
Tell that bitch to take that out there.
There you go. Damaged equipment.
I'm gonna have to get it back.
Y'all might as well call the police because she's not letting her go. Call the police right now.
They're right here in the back, man.
Right here.
Who are you guys? All y'all back. All y'all.
Okay, the next topic will be public riffraff. Let me elaborate. Go in the store. You go to the gas station. You go to a check cashing place to pay a bill. You driving. You put in a bank check cashing place. We need to stop. Get a bank account. Whatever. Riff, Raff. Everywhere we go. Unfortunately, there's no way to escape it because, unfortunately, there's more niggas out there than there are productive black people, and we want to switch that up. Right. You know what I mean? We want to enlighten the unenlightened, as we say, on every level. So therefore, there's less riffraff out there. Now, we want to talk about your experiences with public riffraff.
Just before we came on, Brother Obadiah was saying at certain points, God put us in places to give that kind word. And I wanted him to talk on that because that was a powerful point. Because he was saying that some people, when they are put in a position they may have the same thing to say, but because it comes out in a completely different way. And I was doing my Uber thing, and I had people in the back from Lancaster, and cat behind me was tailgating, and he swung around, pulled in front of me, pulled over, and I was just trying to get over. So I got over, and the woman was saying something, and I just looked at the guy, and he mean mugging me, the shorty mean mugging me, and I was like, God bless you. And the woman was like, that was different. I love it. But it sounded like a curse.
The way it came out.
Yeah. And I didn't mean it to sound so, aggressive. But it's like one of those things I do. I try to respond with gratitude to nonsense. But when you have certain people, it calls you out of your character. And like Riff, Raff. And you got to take that step back, like, whoa, back up. So I usually try to respond with, see you in Sunday school, God bless you. Watch your step as you leave, travel safely. And you take a lot of muscles, a lot of spiritual muscles. Absolutely.
Yeah. That's why we're in the position that we're in. Because God is always looking, I believe, God is always looking for people. He can fix anything, any social ills that we have, he can fix them. He didn't create us, so why should he? So it's up to us to create to fix what we have created. So in my opinion, he's always looking for people to say, well, who do I have down there on earth who are willing to be different, who are willing to go the extra mile, to be selfless and say, you know what, God, my spirituality is so high, and I thank you for helping me to get this, allowing me to lay on this earth, to get to this point where I want to do something for you. You've done so much for me, family, even people I don't even know. We have to kill them with kindness. And that's what it's all about. We understand the ignorance is out there. Again, it's not the problem, it's the solution. Okay, the ignorance is out here, but what can we do to try to alleviate that, to try to fix what's going on? We don't know what, people are dealing with so much stuff. Just molestation, rape, loss of job, bad health, horrible finances, loneliness, frustration. I mean, I can go on and on about this. We need to be more positive in society, and I'm not saying when people do things or say things that, it's not right for them to do, but we have to be the bigger person. We have to show them the side that this is how God wants us to be. As you say, somebody talking, God bless you. We can go the other way, but no, that's not what God looks at. I got enough people doing that. I need someone to show them positive. I need someone to show them love, because that's what's walking around here in our communities. There's people, a bunch of unloved people. They want to have that aggression. So when they get to these things, they want you to react. Say, yeah, I'm angry, and now I want you to be angry, so now we can resolve it. May the best man or woman win. We have to be the better person. I had to come to a realization when I stepped out of my house, that's what it's all about. It's not about me. I need to be doing what I believe the Creator, God, Allah, Jehovah, whatever you want to call him, that's what he wants us to be. And that's to be loving and kind. And that's what we have to be. Once we outside of our domicile, it's not about us anymore. It's about everybody else. And we had to promote that. And I believe we start promoting that, it'll be like infectious, and not everybody will catch it, but there will be a portion that will. And we'll start getting back to that time where black people had that black unity, that black love, where you can speak and say, hey sister, how you doing? Hey, I'm doing well, how you doing? Hey brother, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing great. It was okay to speak to it. They do it in the South. We don't do it in the North. Yeah, but it still goes on in the South. You know what I mean? But that's say this is what it's all about. The ignorance is there. But we have to be the better person. But you have to get to a mindset. Once you walk out your household and say, look, I'm gonna count some ignorance today. You literally have to prepare yourself. I can't speak, but you have to prepare yourself for it. So that when it comes, it's me not shocked. So I expected that either. I know how to counteract that.
A soft answer turns away wrath.
Love it.
If we remember that, then I think that would diffuse some things. Because you're right. There are some people that are out there, all right, make my day. I just want somebody. I want somebody to say something because I want to bang some heads today. But if you don't give them that satisfaction, if I don't give them that satisfaction, it won't be our heads that get banged, you know what I mean? the other thing is, there are some times when I feel like that aggressive person. I've been up all night, I've been walking the floors, I might be in pain, I might have a migraine, I might be going through or whatever. Those are the mornings that I start my day with prayer, and I say, Lord, this is what I need from you, please. I need you to keep every negative spirit away from me. And anybody that's coming, sometimes I just need him to keep everybody away from me. Because I'm not real. I do, because I want to hurt somebody.
No.
Somebody's going to be hurt today.
She's violent.
Yes.
She's a violent woman. She's a violent woman.
I don't know if I have the capacity to sit on my hands today. Not that I'm going to fight or beat anybody up, but I don't know if I have that soft answer today.
Right.
I don't know if I have it within me, for as much as is within you to live at peace with all men. I'm not feeling real peaceful today. I'm tired, I'm aggravated, I'm angry. And so if you would keep everybody out of my face today, it would be a blessing. And then I don't have to be a vessel of dishonor. I can be a vessel of honor today.
Right.
And I'm telling you, God does it every time because he knows his daughter. And he knows that I'm going to act like a monkey. So in order to keep that, to keep me employed, and out of prison or off the train tracks or what have you, he honors my request.
Always.
He does. He's good like that. He takes care of us.
We gotta ask him.
You do have to ask. And you have to know your strengths and weaknesses too. Because we're not always going to make it. You got to know you and stop playing. We got to stop pretending and listen, just like you. Know that today's going to be, today's going to be a good day. But sometimes you wake up and it's like, I don't have it today. So Lord, I need you to help me. I need you to help me. I need to do this. I need you to walk before me, keep everybody out of my face. I can do good morning. That's about all I can do. I can be pleasant and professional. That's all I got for you. Everybody else stay away from me. My children included. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. And it works. It works every time. So we just have to aspire to be at peace with all men. It'll keep you alive today longer.
Sure enough. You are not lying with that.
It will keep you alive today longer.
Sure enough. Now, check this. Two stories real fast. Y'all heard them already. You have something very much to bring it.
Okay.
Number one, bring back. I don't even know if you bring it back. Listen. Public riff-raff, once again.
Okay.
I agree with everybody here. I'm on the same page. And usually we are all on the same page because we are of like mind. We're here to teach and to pass on the positivity and spirituality to our people. You know what I mean? And our people consist of people that we don't even know, right? That we just may encounter during our day. You know what I mean? I goes to Walgreens. You want to talk about Mount Airy? Mount Airy's pulling me in. Maybe the 80s, not now. Riff Raff came in and swept Mount Airy. Okay, to people that don't know about Mount Airy in Philadelphia, that used to be an affluent neighborhood, and we'll say community because back in those days it was a community everywhere, even in the hoods. Now there's been some migration. Things like that. A lot of murders and shootings and things of that nature. So, I go to the Walgreens up the street right here, Southern America. And I had some pictures I was going to get out. I was getting them enlarged, right? Oh.
I thought you were still developing film.
No. I kind of would be because I'm old school. I didn't even know that they had the situation they got now. Somebody pulled my coat, and she was like, "You don't have to do that." I was like, "You need negative." She was like, "No, you don't. You oh no!" I'm like, "Whoa, I'm really out of the loop." All right, cool. So
you're walking.
Yeah. So I goes over there to get some pictures in hands or whatever, and I went there early in the morning, dropped them off, and forgot to get the actual original
So I called and let them know I was coming back. So when I goes back, you know, it's pretty much supposed to be on deck for me, right? So I goes up in the joint and I asked the young brother there behind the counter, like, you know, let him know, explain what my situation is. Okay, you can look for it. And he says this, his sister sitting there on the chair. She's older than us. So she's probably about 50 years old. She jumps up. Oh, no. That ain't happening right now. Because I've been sitting here waiting for almost an hour. I got the Bluetooth in the ear, I'm on the phone. Right? So I'm like, here we go. I mean, this is what we talking about, public riff. And I don't care where you're not going to escape it. I'm sorry.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Whether you see, I don't want to say a mother because I don't view certain women that bear children as mothers. There's a difference. Okay? Now, when you see them walking around the store and they got the kids all the way back there, they're not paying attention to them, and they talk about, get the fuck over here. And they on their phone, cell phone, all that. Yo, come on, stop playing. This is enough of that. This is ridiculous. Public riffraff. Okay, so she says this, like Walgreens. And I'm already shaking my head disgusted. So the young brother behind the counter, he says, ma'am, you know, we're waiting on a phone call back. You know, we'll be right with you. You know what I mean? And she says, well, I'm going to tell you like this. Don't let me get black. This is what she says. She says, I'm light-skinned right now. Don't let me get black in here. Because I'll start throwing all this shit on the shelves. She goes off. And she's pointing in this young brother's face.
Wow. Oh,
Listen, I'm nauseated. Every time that I come out my door and I'm involved with this nonsense, indirectly, I'm nauseated. So I goes to the brother in his ear and I say, hey, brother, please, just give me my stuff and let me get out of here. I can't deal with this. I gotta go. The sister on the phone me, she said, what's going on? What's going on? She's still going on. Her girlfriend says, oh, I'm going to go ahead and out here and smoke a cigarette because this is going on. Like, so this is common with this one here, right? And it's embraced, obviously. Because if I know that you acting like that, I'm not going to deal with you. I'm not going to be with you. Right or wrong. So, the brother's, look at my stuff, whatever, and he finds it. So I'm like, thank you, brother, I appreciate it. I'm out of here. Because she's going to see my facial expression, she's going to see my body language, or she's going to hear me on the phone talking about her. And if she does, she's going to come at me. Now, she says, call up corporate. He said, miss, and I gave the young brother, a lot of credit because he was very subdued. Okay? And he said, we're waiting on the call right now. She said, no, that's bullshit. She said, I'm a manager of corporate. I'm corporate management. You're lying. Not the way you act. And if you are, by chance, you ain't gonna have it. I'm sorry. Security guard, Spanish cat, he comes in. Is everything okay? Stay in your lane. Ooh. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, he's in his lane. He's security. Are you kidding me?
yeah.
Let me get out of here because if she says something to me, I'm going to cut her. No, seriously. Listen, my tongue is a razor. And I'm going to just tell her quickly, shorty, aisle 9, razors. Get a razor, slit your wrist, kill yourself. Because you know what? Do everybody a favor. Do yourself a favor. Because you're not happy, you're garbage. For you to put all this negativity and disdain on everybody in front of them. People in the store just trying to get what they gotta get. And they gotta deal with this and be subjected to this. Come on. That's all I do. Public riffraff. Unbelievable.
That's bad.
That's bananas. That's bananas.
I had to get out of here.
Yeah, it's and you know what? It's not just Philly. It's international. I'm in work 2010, and I'm doing security at an international organization, and it's a retail spot. So, but the two guys are arguing, and I see both of them arguing. One guy's
African American man, solo. The other guy is Middle Eastern with wife and child. So as I'm walking over, the brothers running. I was like, my man, kill that. And he was like, and so then the Middle Eastern brother, he's still going. I said, sir, I need you to keep it down, please. He's like, why are you talking to me? You're not talking to him. I was like, I'm not talking to him because you're the only one talking. So we get into this thing. He's like, oh, do you talk to all your customers like that? I was like, no, just the ones being disrespectful to the other customers around me. Oh, I need to talk to you. So it went on and on. And I was thankful that I was professional. So he said, once I talk to my manager, so I get a manager. The manager comes over and says, I'm not his manager. You want to talk to his manager. So I get on the radio and get my manager down. So he comes back over to me, starts talking to me. I said, sir, you want to talk to me or you want to talk to my manager? I want to talk to your manager. What's going on right here needs to stop before I stop it for you. This is what I'm talking about. This is uncalled for. This is not customer service. Then the manager comes up, and I stopped by the spot today. I mean, not today, but a couple last week, and they still talk about it. And they were like, "You the only dude I've ever seen not get out of hand, not get angry, still able to command an area and command like certain things from customers, like." The brother that wrote me up so many times, and he's not a brother, but I just use the term loosely, wrote me up so many times. This cat will calm me down when he needed some muscle to get something done. Somebody shoplifting and do shoplifting right in front of him, but he won't stop. So, Kurt, can you come down? I need your help with this.
Wow. Was he afraid to step in?
Chicken Little. Chicken Little. It's Dine's fault. Yeah, so I came down, and another public refresh situation. This dude done banged us so many times. I'm like, no, brother, look. I'm glad that table worked out for you in the past, but do me a favor. Stop loading your car. You need to check your receipt to make sure you have everything. I didn't say you stole anything, but make sure you have everything. So we go into the receipt, and okay, there's a couple things that you don't have. Take those things out. Okay, well, now, sir, because I know you. Got a nice car, Jaguar, dressed nice, you've been here a couple times. Do me a favor. Do not pull your car back in this parking lot or into the facilities anymore. Next time we see you, automatic phone call to the police. This is your first and last notice. Have your arrested for criminal trespass. My supervisor couldn't do that. And off topic of public riffraff, but
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I know I slid, but I mean you have to command a certain presence when you show up, and you can do it politely and not get, and that's the hardest thing for me to do when I deal with it is to go and use yo, homie. If you're doing, put that down. Did my man talk to you already? Or the guy that's talking to you, like, why you talking to me like that? Because you won't shut the hell up.
Right.
It's
Messages received from Delete Younglin.
it's different. And I pray.
I mean, well, she touched on it. I mean, the negativity is out here. The negativity is out here. If you're a wise individual, not that I have any wisdom, because I know, but the guy in me has, I think, frankly, you don't go, you do everything methodically. You don't put yourself in these positions like with you. Some days you're just not feeling it today. You know, it has nothing against you. I'm just, I've been up all night, walking before, so forth. So this is just not my day. My children, it's just not the day. But she let people know. And you say, you know what, I know this is not my day, so I'm not going to go shopping today. You know, I'm going to go straight home or whatever. It's the same thing. You know the negativity is out here. So if you use wisdom, don't put yourself in these positions. If you want to go to the store, go to the store even early in the morning. Late at night, you have to deal with less people. Go to these 24-hour stores, 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, don't go there where there's such a myriad of people where, you know, it's more than likely I'm going to have to get into some type of conversation. You know, and that's what it's all about. You have to use wisdom with that. But if you don't do that, you have to understand already. Once you walk out the door, you're susceptible to all this stuff. So you have to prepare yourself. You know, you have to, and again, I remember back to God, because it all starts with Him. You have to be the person He wants you to be. You know, as I said, you understand these people out here are going to act a fool, curse, spit, fight, shoot, kill, stab, so forth. You have to prepare yourself for it and say, okay, if I'm in this situation, what do I need to do to de-escalate the situation? And that's what it's all about. You know, we're not going to stop the riffraff. The riffraff is here, but guess what? If we act in the manner that God wants us to act, maybe, just maybe, that riffraff person that saw us acting that highly spiritual manner will say, you know what? I saw someone acting the way today, and you know what? I kind of want to be like them. Maybe I went around that the wrong way today. Maybe I shouldn't have cursed today.
Motivation.
You know, and that's what we have to be.
If they don't look, you don't know what bad is unless you see good.
Absolutely. You understand? So we have to show these people what good is. It's up to us to change what's going on in society. You know, or at least try to. You know, and that's what it's all about. So, you know, that's what it's all is.
Public refrain.
Public reference.
I ride the Frankfurt L. And I ride it from 34th University City to Market Orthodox. 30-minute ride. So we're waiting
Message
for the
received
app.
from Delete Youngblood.
And
I thought I did too. Pardon me.
platform is crowded, and people are trying to get on the train. So there's a lady, and
No. Say it.
there's a white lady that gets on, and she's in her scrubs, and everybody kind of crowds on and stands by the door.
Right.
And so there's another gentleman, and he's tall, and she's nasty. So she's fussing at people. She's fussing at people. Just kind of had a really bad attitude. It's rush hour. We've waited 20 minutes. And so there are scores of people that are trying to get in, and you're squashed in. So I sit down, and the lady gets up. She makes a comment.
Okay.
She makes a comment, but she heard the gentleman make a comment about her, and it hurt her feelings. I don't remember what the comment was, but it was something like, well, it was an unnecessary comment that he made under his breath, but she heard it, and other people heard it. So she came back and she punched him in the stomach.
Stop playing.
I kid you not. I kid you not.
Wow.
This little white lady came back.
Are you?
Oh, I said, oh, this is not going to go well. She punched this man in his stomach. She said, what ass do you think you're talking about? Boom. Now, she was a woman. She didn't have a lot of power, but just the fact, I was offended by the fact that she put her hands on her.
Right.
I was like, she's crazy. First of all, who touches anybody on public transportation? First of all. Secondly, you're a woman and you just hit a man. You punch him in the stomach. And he's younger. And he's a man. And I couldn't believe, I'm like, y'all are messing up this is my nap time. Wait, now I can't close my eyes because it's getting ready to go down. And so, I'm just like, no. So the lady she's selling book tickets. Now she's going on. And so there are people around. So now there's people, like you said, people are getting out their phones. Because now people want to record this whole, and so the woman is talking to the man. And so people can't believe this woman really had the audacity to punch this young guy in his stomach. Now, fortunately, somebody told him, don't put your hands on the woman. Now, I would dare say, if it had been another kind of brother, he'd took her out.
Thank God he wasn't riffraff.
Thank God he was not riffraff. Because this angry white woman, who was on the platform angry, who got on the L angry, who showed, now, he had no business saying what he said, but he didn't curse her, he didn't call her out of her name. What he said hurt her feelings. So,
Emotion.
emotion. It was emotion. And she turned, I watched her walk back and punch her, punch this man in the stomach. It's like, oh my God.
She could have died that day.
She
No
could
doubt.
have.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but out of disbelief, I would have died. Yeah,
Oh
she
my
picked the
God.
right one.
It was surreal because I said, now somebody's got to be feeling this. So now everybody's on edge because everybody wants to know what's going to happen. Call police. Now we're rolling. We're rolling. We're at 30th Street. Now we're walking to 15th Street. So the people are, everybody's eyes glued on the man because now it's your turn. How are you going to respond? So now they're arguing back and forth because she had no business putting her hands on him, whatever he said. I mean, verbal, yeah, but not physical. And I'm like, what kind of crazy woman must you be to do that? So we're all kind of like, what's happening? So the man is saying something, and because she would not stop, he moves toward her. Well, then there's a big black man. He puts his arm around him and says, man, don't do that.
Right. I'm trying to save her.
It's not
Good,
working.
yeah.
It's not working. And I don't think he was going to, like, punch her out, but he had had enough of her now.
Yeah, he was done.
I had enough of her now. Okay? You know, we invite that sometimes. Not that there's ever a reason, and I tell my son, there is never a reason to put your hands on a woman. However, there are times when we as females, we ask for certain things. Okay? All right?
Did y'all catch that little
Just to get you,
To my,
get you in a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Listen.
So, no. She had no business. I thank God that somebody taught him not to put his hands on a woman.
Yes.
But he was going for, he had stepped in, and there was another gentleman who said, man, don't do it.
That's right.
Don't do it. And so I'm so glad that there was some just passenger who said, don't do it. Because she was really challenging.
But that was divine intervention.
Yeah, that's God.
That was divine intervention. So listen to this. Yeah. This is, and it is piggybacking off of what you said. Dude, oh my gosh. And let me tell you something. I just can't take no more. Public riffraff to me. I stay in the house. I've always been a homebody anyway because I did the streets too much back when I was younger. So don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? It's not different. However, so for me to go out and maybe pay bills or run my errands and such and such, it's nauseating. I got to use the word again. Look, 2 months ago, and I told you this the other night, going to the produce junction, Eastern Road. On my way there, I'm not far. I'm not far. I almost had 2 people run me off the road. I had a guy in front of me that stopped in the middle of a block, not an intersection, a block, and get on his phone. Stopped! I'm disgusted. I want to go home. I got to make one more stop. I want to go home. You understand? Okay, so, Produce Junction I go. Last stop, I just, 10 more minutes. I'm home, I'm good. However, I'm up here with it. Okay? As a matter of fact, and I forgot about this, Ross, right over there in Singapore, there's a sister with a young child, maybe 5 years old. They're walking out the store. The sister's garbed down. She's got the key on everything, right? She tells the kid, get the fuck over here. I'm tired of playing with you. Get your ass over here. Well, so now my disgust comes from here to here. I'm so disgusted. Yeah, are you serious? Boom. Produce Junction. Come in the store. Minding my business. Which again, I don't know why I'm always on the phone. I am. So everybody's, I usually have a witness. You understand? I'm in line. Spanish woman, she's in the cut over there. And she's shooting me frisbees. Look. Up and down. I'm in a conversation. The line is over here. Public reference. So I'm looking like, really? Do I know this person? I don't. Let me ignore that. Because I pride myself on maintaining my composure. Excuse me, where's the line at? She asked she said, the line is over there. She pointed at me. So I said, she gets angry because I'm laughing up. Well, you know I was here before you. I said, didn't you tell me that the line was over there? Normally I wouldn't say nothing to her. However, when I came in the store, I was here already from getting ran off the road almost twice. Stopping with the cell phone in front of me. I want to go home. Kid getting cussed out. Okay? Did you not tell me that the line was over there? Well, you know, hold on. Did you not tell me that the line was over there? Well, you still should. I said, get your ass in the back of the line. She said something else. I said, you knucklehead. And then I couldn't stop. I wanted to stop. I couldn't stop. I said, you fucking retard. Get your ass in the back of the fucking line. She said, oh my gosh. Everybody in the store did this. She goes to the back of the line. I'm steaming. I can't believe. So, let me chop it. The lady at the register, she says, $5.15 please.
She didn't really get you.
Right. It was there, right?
She gonna look at you wrong.
Man, I'm gone. So I'm leaving out, and I'm like, you better be careful who you're talking to. Move. I go to the car, and I'm like, I need to wait till she comes out and explain to her that she got a pass. Because if I explain to her, listen, sister, you know what? Let me just say something real quick. You know where we are, right? There's 400 plus murders a year. People get murdered for less than this. Do you realize that you're a woman of a man? Do you realize that you do not know me? You got spared today. Because if I was Riff, such as yourself, I probably would have threw you through one of the aisles or shot you. You put yourself in harm's way because your mentality is all wrong. This is what I wanted to tell her because, like you said earlier, we're supposed to teach. However, I was so gassed, I couldn't. And that's what I was saying earlier to you. Like, sometimes you can't. It's not there because, you know, you're in a position where it's not going to come out positive.
And I agree.
You understand?
Which is why you just leave the premises.
And that's what I did. Yeah, you know what I mean? I really wanted to because I know I probably would have saved her life because, you know, the next one she come across is going to hurt her. Mm. Now, do you want to chop this off? We go around one? I know we're on time restraints for the brother.
Nah, I just wanted to commend Sister Monique because you mentioned we need to know our strengths and our weaknesses.
Yes.
And when you said that, I was like, yo, I'm dealing with somebody right now that I don't want to come out and say, yo, you're weak in these points. Your strengths are here, but here you're weak. And I'm trying to, because I don't think it's my place to judge. And that would be only an opinion. But when we walk out the house or when we address people, like, I know that when I worked with Brother Obadiah, my strength at the time was I was a little bigger, I was in the gym. But now that I'm, thankfully, he's allowed me to reach that point, I tend to talk more and become more cerebral
with my tactics.
Yes, sir.
And one of the things I was trying to school my nephew, and I hope he doesn't become Riff Raff. But
Fred.
we are. We had some words yesterday. I said, if a young lady calls you a FAGGOT, that's her opinion. She just exposed who she is. But if you feel as though you have to respond, number one, the ref only catches the second foul. He doesn't always miss the first. But when you feel you have to respond, number one, you put more value on her opinion than on your fact. If you know you're not one, why is her opinion superseding what you know? So, in those situations, like, the line was over here, but you knew better. You knew the line was here. And you act, and I love how you handled it. Excuse me, where's the line at? The line's right where this gentleman is. Or she acts. I don't know how that went down.
Yeah.
And
I would have handled it differently, honestly, be more proactive, whatever. I was here. I got ran off the road almost twice. I'm here.
right.
However,
It's one of those days.
It wasn't as somebody said. Just today was not that day.
And the thing is, and I'm gonna say this real fast. I don't like to hear when people say it's a bad day, I had a bad day, I had a bad day, I had a bad day. Every day is a great day.
Every
you
day.
wake up and you are functional, breathing. You've been blessed by the Creator. So for me, there's never a bad day. I will say maybe a difficult day, maybe a trying day.
Or
You know what I'm
bad
saying?
moments.
Even that. You know what I mean?
Moment.
You know, but you know, I heard a sister I used to deal with back in the day. She worked with like in a nursing home, and she said, "Oh, it's a bad day." I said, "Sure, let me tell you something. Look around at the people that you're caring for. Are you serious? They will cut their arm off. They can have your life, and you saying that you got a bad day? Talk to them."
Because we're not conditioned to think in that manner. That's all it is. Yeah. Which is why it's up to us to promote that positivity all day, every. So much so, truth be told, it's tiring.
Yeah, it is.
That's what the Lord wants us to do because He said, "I need somebody to do it."
Yeah. He put us in that position, and then we have to acknowledge it, and we have to carry it out.
Absolutely.
On you. Yes, on you. And then we're going to chop it off, brother. I know the brother has to cut out. So, your last words, and you may have to contribute.
Well, I think that if we just stay positive and try our best to live at peace with all men and women, remember that it starts with us. The only person that we have the ability to change is us. And that's a sin.
Yes,
That's a sin.
absolutely. Everybody good?
Good. Yeah. We love you. Please focus on being peaceful. Your life will be so much better. There's enough negativity going on in our lives. We don't need any more. If your life is not moving forward, please look into yourself and say, well, what can I do? Because as Monique says, it starts with us. You know, we can't change other people. We can't make anyone do anything. But we can change and we can improve ourselves. And once you start changing and improve internally, you will be surprised just how externally things just start falling into place. Focus on that positivity. We love you. We want you to progress.
Yes. And acknowledge the Creator. That comes first. That comes first. You know what I mean? Once you get, I would say, once you embrace and you develop that spirituality, because that is the knowledge between good and bad, and the relationship with the Creator. Hey man, everything else comes into place. That's right. Everything good comes into place. That's right.
And don't just be a believer. See, we're going to talk about this, maybe another topic. We got to stop being believers. And we need to start doing what God, Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, the Creator, the Almighty, whatever you call him, it's only one, it's all the same. He wants us to be. That's where we're falling short. We're putting too much of ourselves into our lives. If we start doing how the Creator wants us to be, we'll start watching our lives go a lot smoother. We'll be less angry, more peaceful, have better relationships, better ethnicity, better community, or become back to communities. You know, we have to say, we first you got to find out. You got some instruction. Well, find out what does Creator want me to be? How does He want me to do? We can't figure this stuff out. We don't know. So get some good instruction, whatever faith you choose.
Spiritual guidance.
Absolutely. And see your life just go forward and progress from there. And if you're dealing with people and they're not spiritual, you're not going to have a great relationship. I'm telling you, I guarantee that. You're going to have nothing but turmoil. You're going to have nothing but strife. Get with people who have high spirituality and find out not only does your life become better, but your relationship becomes better.
Absolutely. Your whole, I mean, you know what? Listen, I think we all know people where though their life is not going in a positive direction, right? And they're so clueless that they don't understand. It's because you have a lack of spirituality. Everything is going wrong for you, and you just accept it. Oh my gosh, this, that, my job, my kids. Are you understanding what's going on here?
He's talking to you.
Yeah, and you're not paying attention. So this is what we must do.
Yes.
And you know, we're gonna chop it off because, like I said, time is fast. Brother has things to do, and yeah. So
Got to go to work. I'm not saying
make it more.
that's right. Work. We have to work to eat. I got to work to eat. We need to work to eat. Yes. Yes.
There you have it. Like Ms. Dialogue, we're signing off. Hopefully, we were able to spark the minds of the brothers and sisters so that you can continue to have these type of conversations within your own circles, and we can each one teach 10. Until then, next week we'll do something else. God bless, love and love. Peace. Peace.
Please wake up.